Hi, this is Ravi's Reptiles, and this is Baguette. He is a hypomorph boa, common boa. Today, we are going to be showing you how to set up a to-go carrier to take your reptile to the vet. So I personally like using these fabric cat carriers because they have really tiny holes so that it can still breathe, but they're not like those plastic carriers where the snake could possibly get stuck in the little gaps or the holes that the carriers have along the sides of them. And the next thing you'll need are hot water bottles. And finally, I also like to use either a large sheet of fabric or a blanket of some kind. So to fill up the hot water bottles, I like to run the tap until the water is just barely tolerable. So it's hot, but not too hot. Once I have the hot water in the bottles, I will take my cat carrier. I'll have this blanket already folded up a bit, but I like to put it over top, push it in, kind of make, oh, what are you doing? Push it in and kind of make like a pocket like this. And then I put in the hot water bottles. And then I put one side down on top of the hot water bottles. Kind of depends on, you know, your temperature of outside as of currently. Right now, for me, it is the winter, so I would put more fabric layers in here just to prevent cold air from coming through the cat carrier. Where are you going? But once I have the layer of fabric on top of the hot water bottles, I would put my snake in. I'm going, bud. He's like, no, I do not want to go in this. Okay, back up. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work. Just trying to get him to back up. Once I have him in, I'll put the other layer of fabric over top of him. This way it gives him kind of an insulated, warm, cozy area to stay in. See, now that he is no longer protesting being put in here, it's nice and toasty and warm, and he's nice and relaxed. Now for a lizard, I would do this a bit differently. Especially depending on the size of your lizard. We're gonna use my baby black and white Argentine tegu. So this is Sushi. She is about 7 months old right now. First I'll put her in the bin. She's not gonna be happy about this. Sorry, love. Sorry. You're okay. In the bin. And I'll use my cat carrier again. With the hot water bottles in here, I'll then put the bin directly on top. Then I'll put the fabric over top of the bin. Obviously, you won't be able to do this with like a big full-grown tegu, so this would be for smaller lizards, but the bin you put your lizard in should have holes in it, but I would not put my lizard directly in this cat carrier or in the fabric because of the claws. I wouldn't want her getting her claws stuck in these little holes and stuff. For a bigger lizard, you would obviously need a bigger bin with different hot water bottles, probably bigger hot water bottles. So for a bigger lizard, and even a bigger snake that doesn't fit in one of these cat carriers, I would definitely just use a big bin with hot water bottles directly in the bin. Don't eat my necklace. So obviously there are different ways that everybody will do things. This is just how I do things, and I'm not saying my way is perfect by any means, but it works. So figure out what works best for you, obviously. As long as your animal is being transported safely. Thank you for watching.